And if me see me keep looking over my shoulder, I gotta watch my back. Oh, she egged me. What the hell? Oh, shit all over my Republican jersey. Come get me a towel. Y'all didn't know. Y'all.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, gentlemen, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Yo, Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
And we're talking echelon, it's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's Yankees first. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Oh, wait a minute. The Nets spit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
That's exactly what this
That's
is.
why, that's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.
Yo, welcome to the Friday show. This is the sports show. I'm your host, Mo Young, and not the diabolical hater. And we're reporting Eric to HR. It's enough. Enough is enough.
Can't see me.
Oh, Lord. All right. But, man, I don't know where is Eric. Eric is gone. So I don't know what's going on. But,
Yeah, definitely. We need to have a meeting with HR.
We need HR ASAP. Because
Maybe,
Eric,
I was gonna say maybe she could fill in.
maybe we're gonna have to call HR. This is ridiculous. He said he's here. His computer's acting up. He's here.
Yeah. My computer's at.
Watch.
You're supposed to
We about
test
to
your
ramp
shit.
up the computer. The computer's gonna bash it. Go up.
You're supposed to test your shit before you come on.
Oh shit. But man, let's get into it. The Tony Yayo. I don't give Cena credit for that. The Tony Yayo. You can't see me. Oh man, I don't even know why this was a controversy. I know why it was a controversy, but I don't know. People who never watched women's sports was chiming in on this. I'm like, people all the time when they play sports, they taunt each other. If I do a signature taunt, if I have a signature taunt, and somebody is beating me down, they're going to that against me.
Yes.
That's sport. Like when I used to play b-ball with Nasty, we used to do this, off to do the right thing. Give me some. We lost in the championship game, and guess what happened? Somebody did our taunt to our face. Did we get mad?
Don't front.
I looked, I said, dude, they got the right to taunt us, bro. Because when we bust their ass the year before, we was all in their face. Give me some. We're doing it. That's what they got it from. We was taunting. Like taunting is a part of sport. But what I don't like is, the racist part that was played in this, because it was a majority black team beat the shit out of all white team. That's what the hell this was about.
Not only that, supposedly she did the taunt to somebody a couple of days, like a game or two earlier, and everybody was praising her for doing the taunt. So why is it that it was all right for her to do the taunt, but yet somebody does the taunt on her, and now it's controversy? You know what I'm saying? I hate to always have to pull the race card.
It is.
It is what it is.
Listen, she did it to Louisville, and she did it to South Carolina. She did it twice. And you know what they said? She's so fiery. She's so good for the sport. So when somebody throws it back at him, that's not good for the sport.
Did homegirl, did she not deserve to do that taunt? You know what I'm saying? They went in there and whooped up on them. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
They need they do. Look, they beat the shit out of them. That wasn't even a close game until they let off the gas and let them back in the game. They beat the shit out of them in the first half.
Well, that's what I think it was. Since it was such a ass whooping, they felt like her taunting was tasteless. And to me, I had to agree with what she said. She's from where you play on the street and you taunt each other on everything.
Angel was being honest, and she's getting killed for it. It's not even about Angel. It's about a black girl who's unapologetically black. She wears lashes. She gets her nails done. And she's beating the shit out of this great white hope. That's what happened. That's what happened. And people need to stop fronting like that ain't what it was. Because I guarantee you, Angel did it to another black girl, they'll be laughing and, she's such a... Angel would get her flowers if she done that to a black girl. Because who she did it to That's their Larry Bird. That's their female Larry Bird. Remember back in the 80s? That's their Larry Bird.
But Larry Bird wouldn't have lost that game.
Oh, Larry Bird would. Well, he did lose the Magic. Remember, he lost the Magic. He lost the Magic twice. Back-to-back years. He lost the Magic twice.
You're right. I can't argue that.
Magic won, and Magic got killed for it. You know what they used to say about Magic? He smiles too much.
Yeah, what do you want to come down like DMX and shit?
Oh, now it works. Oh, the computer working now. You know, my man got the radio in the background.
Well, you got to see.
Y'all know what it is.
Look at this guy.
Everybody.
Song.
It wasn't coming to the White House.
Y'all know me. I don't need no introduction in here.
Yeah, but late.
Hey. I think it's a president by now. Like expect the doctor to come in fashionably late.
HR, we need you in here, HR.
Fashionably late. Fashionably late.
Yeah, let's talk about that, Lala. You brought up a great point. What pissed me off with Jill Biden was the most. She did the most. The losers don't get to go to the White House.
No.
Who celebrates losing? The losers don't go. You don't go. You think the Eagles went? No. The Bengals the year before that went? No.
Say no, because she's doing this for the sake of the women, and now that we got the women on, got the spotlight on them. Let's be classy about this, that, and the third. Like, I don't know where Jill Biden got that from, but if that was the case, let's get the other 62 runner-up participants of the tournament to come out here. If you know, whoever was in there was the issue, talking about, oh, well, I think since we have you have so many eyes on the sport, why don't we have everybody here? Well, if that's the case, baby, invite everybody. Everybody can come. You can come too. You can come too.
Everybody.
Like Dr. Biden, because I don't have a problem with the Bidens, I really don't. But say, baby, you have a problem.
I have a problem with this.
I got a huge problem with it myself. I'm saying I don't have a problem with him. Like, you ain't do me nothing. You didn't do me no harm, no foul. I mean, you know, obviously, you're not the person who's holding office, so I really don't care what you do, so, to a degree. But hey, baby, you spent 8 years under former First Lady Michelle Obama, because Obama did the tournament. He did the tournament for 8 years straight. Not one time did you see Michelle or Barack offer the runner-up the invite to the White House as well. You learned nothing in these 8 years. Well, you just gonna be like, you know what? Let me go off the reservation a little bit. Let me go ahead and do something different. Hey, baby, don't do nothing different. We don't need you reinventing the wheel. You straight.
Nope.
You ain't got to do that.
Put it this way. She better realize who put her husband in office. The people that look like Angel Reese. So you better shut the fuck up before you piss off. You got an election coming up before you piss off the people that put you in there. You better shut the fuck up.
It's too late. She already messed that up. She messed that up. It don't even matter.
She better shut up.
It does not matter. Like, so it tells me, if anything, it tells me her staff don't love her. Because ain't no way that all them staffers had to hear that idea and she pitched that out there on her own. Like, ain't nobody was like, don't do that. Not one person said don't say that.
Facts, Andy.
Man.
They didn't expect LSU to win that game. But if you know basketball, LSU is the best rebounding team in women's college basketball behind South Carolina. See, South Carolina only lost that game because the refs took half of South Carolina's stars out the damn game. So Caitlin was able to get off. But see what happened with LSU? Nah, baby. You can score. They did the joke. They did the old Piston stuff. Oh yeah, baby, you can score. But your others, they're not scoring. We gonna lock them down. You can't beat us by yourself.
Do you? Green bean,
you?
green light. Yep, you got it.
Oh yeah, she had about 30 something. She had about 30, but they lost bad. LSU dropped 102 points on them in a college game. 102 points.
Yeah.
So they played
like, this wasn't close.
Okay.
Like this was not a close game. And then LSU reloading. That's what, like they got people want to come to LSU now. They're reloading, so they're gonna be dangerous because all those girls, like they're losing like 2 girls off that team, but all the rest of them are staying.
So LSU really is up. Like if you look closely to their sports, their women's gymnastic team, top 5 in the country. Like I don't have all the numbers with me. I didn't get a chance to get my numbers today. You got the women's basketball coming off a national tournament.
Yeah.
The men's baseball team, top in the nation right now. Men's football has been.
Well, they got a lot of work to do. they better get off their ass.
But I mean, they're still big competitors. They're coming off a 10-win season. Like,
yeah, they better. Look, they slacking.
I think they got to 10. I think they got to 10. They got to 10 wins. They got to 10 wins.
Get off their ass and win the national championship.
I mean, but we're 3 years removed from them having a national championship.
Yeah.
Well,
they did.
Technically 2, because they won it in 2020.
Yeah.
Like the first day of the year then. Like
yeah, I'm just messing around. And look, and people are not even talking about this. People say, why do she deserve MOP? She has over 30 double-doubles the whole year. The most ever. Double-doubles.
Ever. That is unheard of.
I think it's in both sports. I think she got more double-doubles than anybody that ever played college basketball, I'm believing. That's what I'm thinking.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, dude, this girl deserve it. People didn't say that about Anthony Davis when Anthony Davis, all he did was play defense and he won MOP for the men. Anthony Davis was like scoring 6 points and had like 10 rebounds and like having 5-6 blocks, and he won MOP. Talking about why Caitlin can't get MOP because she didn't win. She didn't win. She don't deserve it. She didn't win. I don't care if you drop 80, but she didn't win. But now Eric is looking blue.
I'm looking down.
There you go. You start merging in. I got scared.
Yeah. I'm up here trying to find my numbers, but I guess we'll figure that out afterwards.
Why would Joe Biden even think of inviting out? Because, they put it this way. Iowa is a swing state. 1. That's one political part of it. 2, she's trying to get white America vote for her husband. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Be real here. And what was it? There you go. Look, what was it? A majority black team beat the shit out of an all-white team. Mm-hmm. People were in their feelings because Caitlin was supposed to be the next great hope. And to galvanize these people to get them on Biden's side, let's invite Iowa to the White House. Nobody said that shit was a good idea. It was a bad idea. It's a horrible idea. Her staffers need to be
just really, that's what the real deal is, because there's no way that she just sat there and said, I'm just gonna do this out the blue. There's no way she didn't run that by her staffers at all. Like, I refuse to believe that.
Jill Biden don't need to speak no more. Like Shannon Sharp said, she's a doctor, so she's not dumb. Don't let her speak no more.
But by all means, she is far from uninformed, and I'm not saying she's, I'm not trying to question her intelligence. I have a comma. You leave the sports talk. You leave the sports alone, baby. Stay in the residence wing.
Because we'll think about the residence wing. You remember what her husband said on the Breakfast Club? I don't think nobody remember. No. I don't think people are breaking it up.
No.
Her husband said, "If you don't vote for me, you're not black." Oh, I remember that
I
shit.
remember that. Oh, I remember that.
So
Oh
now,
man.
let's bring it full circle. Remember, if I
Oh
don't vote for him, I'm not black, right? Now, a
yeah.
majority black team just won, and you want them black girls. Remember, if you don't vote for him, we not black.
We not
Want
black.
them black girl shit like with majority white team. How does that shit look, man? People say, you know what? Is Biden running? Fuck the Bidens. I ain't voting. That's what's gonna happen. It make it look like you don't care about us. You just want our votes. So that's why she should just shut up.
I watched the video that Jay had in his story today. I watched that entire video, and I didn't realize Miss G was from down here. Like boy, when I tell you, she
Oh,
be
you know,
on it with Trump.
Miss G is off the hook. I give it to her.
Miss
That lady knows her shit.
Miss G brought up crap that I well and forgot about. But I mean, you remember stuff. You know how you remember stuff, but then you
It's just
forget
been 2
about it
years.
because so much
Actually,
other crap happened.
like 3 years. It's been like 3 years. That's not too far away.
It's 3 years. We won it in
It's been 3 years.
2020. LSU won it in 2020, Anthony.
Yeah, 3 years.
So,
It's been 3 years. That's
yeah,
not that far away.
Yeah, we technically just got through 3 years. So, because just Joe Burrow, he on his third year in the pros, so he got drafted, got hurt his first year, went to the Super Bowl his second year. He just came from a conference final this year, so 3 years. So, but that Miss G, like she was on Trump's tail, bro. Like I was like, say, bro, I vaguely remember this, but she was out there, boom, just spewing it out like she was reading it. She was reading it, but at the same time, like everything that happened, it was like flawless. Like, damn, bro, like this brother did all that crap, just rattling it off. I said,
Yeah,
bro, she's on this man, bro. Like, and there's people that she's talking about because people obviously they don't have a problem with all that crap he did in the past. Obviously, you're endorsing that. And getting back to the Bidens, or actually both of them. I'm gonna go both of them.
both.
You gonna sit here and try to pander to what was going on. Because if this girl doing this and pointing to her ring, like we've seen that in championship games at least for the past 3 to 4 years, easily. Like you can't give me one level I have not seen it in. I seen Joe Burrow do it. I seen Aaron Donald, and last year's not this past Super Bowl, but last year's Super Bowl do it. I seen Steph do it. Like all of a sudden, now when the women do it, we got an issue. Now we got to smooth this over.
Let me help you out. When a certain color of women do it, it's a problem. Because Caitlyn was all in the people face like this. I heard people. I went up the wall with people on Twitter because I told them she did it to the she did it to her players to say, "Look at, I got the video." And I put it in the comments. She was going by the fucking South Carolina people doing this.
All that.
So it was no problem. It was celebrated on ESPN. That's all you saw. When LSU beat Virginia Tech, you barely saw them talk about LSU beat Virginia Tech. And that was a 3 seed.
It wasn't talking about it all.
What we saw, Caitlyn and Iowa beating South Carolina. That's all we saw.
It was all the talk of the town.
Saw.
Yeah, look what they did.
All we saw was this.
That's ESPN though. You know what I'm saying? That's ESPN. That's how ESPN been rolling for, I would say, decades.
But what they didn't catch is what those girls said. I think it was Morris, number 45. Her and Angel Reese said, "We got something for her. She disrespected South Carolina. We got something for her." They didn't broadcast that. They already said it. We got something for that ass when we play. When somebody talk like that, They about to kick your ass.
They ready
That's
for you. And sure enough, that's what happened. They was ready for him.
That's what I'm saying. If people like, when you ever play somebody and they say I got something for you before you play, they got a plan for your ass, and you about to lose.
You about to have a long day at the office. What's about to
That's
happen?
what that means.
What they did, what the Lakers were doing to the Clippers, they said let her score. We're gonna shut down the rest of your squad. You can't carry
Rest
your
of the
team.
squad ain't shit. They said the rest of the squad wasn't shit. Let her do her.
Yeah.
That's what they said. They
But
treated
I
her like Joe.
want to know if it would have been such a controversy if Iowa would have won and she did that shit to the LSU players.
Hell nah. You want
Not
to know
at
what the
all.
headline would have been? Caitlin dethroned. Caitlin is the best player in college basketball. Caitlin is so great. Look at her. She's so fiery. She's so this. She's so that. It'd have been so ESPN, I guarantee you, had the video packages ready until the game started.
I'm about to say the same thing. Except I was about to go with endorsements. I said I guarantee you they had a gang of endorsements that was ready for it. They probably would have had Gatorade. They had whatever shoe she wear, whatever shoe NIL deal she got going. They'd have and that. They'd have had ESPN would have released that championship video package with the quickness before the confetti could even hit the float. They'd have been like,
Yes.
let's cut to it. It'd have been like it ran straight to it. Like it just was instantly designed that way. Like it was just miraculously designed that way.
People more talking about because Angel Reese overdid it. She didn't overdo it. What did she overdo?
Nah, she didn't overdo that shit.
If you run the tape, when it was pretty much sealed, the girl did this and made sure that she seen her do it while she on the way to the bench or wherever she going to the line, whatever was happening, and she punched her ring and she was going over to her sideline. That was
I'm
it.
like,
there was nothing.
If she wanted to second line in front of that girl, the victor goes to sport. I'm tired of saying she overdid it. And look, that's why America is getting soft. Being is soft. Like, look, do we see Deion Sanders high step from the fucking 50-yard line and nobody ever called that shit overdoing it? You know how far that is, the high step from the 50?
50 freaking yards, man.
Go back. He caught that interception against Atlanta when he went back to Atlanta as a 49er. He picked that shit off from the end zone. He got to the 50. He high stepped to the 50. And then he bust out a dance.
I'm there. I'm still moving. What you gonna do about it?
That's not overdoing it.
I think people just like to find something to bitch about. And the fact that it was a girl, it was a female of color that did that shit. It was easy for them to be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? There's a problem here. But when, like I said, I saw her do it the couple of games before. And I thought, honestly, I was like, she's rocking the John Cena like it was no big deal. You know what I'm saying? And then when I saw Homegirl do it, I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? They deserve to gloat. They weren't trying to win that game.
Anthony, men do it all the time. They do that shit all the time. Men go follow a person. Have you seen Dennis Rodman? I mean, have you seen Deion Sanders? Have you seen all these braggadocious male athletes? Like, we do this because they women. I'm like, nah, women are equal. Like, they athletes. So let them do it. That'll make you watch it. We complain, like women complain, people don't watch the sport. When they start showing personality, people start watching in record numbers. Let them women do what they want to do.
Now,
we do
Anthony,
it. I guarantee you.
Talking about
you won't call overdoing it. I could tell you a story about overdoing it. I overdid it. I would tell when I was at a Houston tournament for basketball, man, we bust somebody's ass. They had their whole family out there. I went to the family members, each one of their face. I'm busting their ass. He can't guard me. I said, which one of y'all is his woman? Because you need to come roll with me because he can't guard with me. And this is me talking trash, and people think it's funny. I say, you need to come roll with a real man because he can't guard me. And all he could do is look, he couldn't guard me. And would you say I overdid it? Savage like that.
I was gonna say, that I would have to say was a little bit overdoing it. You trying to pull the girl and shit.
Look,
Man,
I went to
I can't even stop that.
Look, I went to the mama. Listen, I went to the mama and I said, look, I'm sorry. You birthed the loser. And all they can do is laugh because they know it's all in fun.
It's reality. It's what's happening. I mean,
dude, that man, you funny as shit. That's all he can say. Now, I lost and somebody taunted me. Look, all I can take it. Hey, man, look, I dished it out. I got to take it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not overdoing it, man. Like, that was tame. I didn't see people do some shit.
It's not extreme. It's not extreme. I'm going to jump into a scenario because you see me decked out in my Pels gear and whatnot. So
I don't know why because they're playing the Knicks tonight and you about to lose.
I know who we playing. It's exactly why I got all this Pels stuff going on right now.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly what's up.
You talking about me being a hater?
Oh, we gonna talk about your Pelicans in the next subject.
Oh, I know we're gonna talk about them, but before I forget what's going on. So we was playing Golden State. Now we lost this game, but we had Golden State. You know, was up 20. 19, 20 points. Draymond, being Draymond, hey bro, like we kind of waxing y'all right now. Y'all got all your best people on the floor. We don't have our best people on the floor, but yeah, we're still winning. Draymond still in the ear. He's still talking. He's still yammering. And obviously it worked enough. Well, it got us off our game and we lost that game. I mean, trash talk is just a part of the game. I mean, you got people who, we revere these people for their trash talk. The Gloves, Draymond, Dennis Rodman, just to name a few. Like, we look up, we're like, damn, bro, like, what do we really know these people for? Do we know them for their game like that? Or do we know them for trash talk?
Listen, if you didn't think he went too far, when he told Carmelo Anthony his wife tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios and he didn't get crucified, that ain't too much. But this is too much. This is too much. But hey, somebody come up to you, hey, your wife tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios. Them are fucking fight words. I wish a motherfucker would. That's all I gotta say. No, that's drawing the line. No, okay, now let's go.
That would be kind of messed up.
Show got paused, man. The show went on a 2-week sabbatical.
I didn't blame Carmelo Anthony. People don't realize Carmelo Anthony was waiting by the bus for KG. He said, I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him.
Man said, I just want to talk. That boy ain't want to talk.
You know in guy code, when somebody say, I just want to talk to him, ain't no talking.
Ain't no talking.
That's on site. As soon as that door opens and KG comes walking out the door, that's on site.
Listen, I'm being real. I'd rather do than to say he just want to talk to me. Could that mean he want to hurt me if he just want to talk to me? I just want to talk to him. No. I just want to talk to him.
Man said he want to throw these around. He said we could leave one hell of a mess if we want to. That's the talking. So I just want to know,
was that overdoing it?
Ain't no peace.
We didn't hear about that much. We laughed at it. We as fans laughed at that shit. But this is too much.
I think it also has to do not about a black and white thing. I think it has to be a male female thing.
Yeah, I think it's black, white, male, female.
Okay for you know what I'm saying? It's okay for men to trash talk, but women are supposed to carry themselves differently, I guess, in their eyes. and maybe they thought, and because like I said, I didn't think it was overdoing it. And I'm sorry, if you whoop somebody's ass, you should gloat.
That's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Especially,
That's exactly what it is. Bro, you
especially
lost.
when ESPN was probably like, oh man, LSU ain't gonna beat them. This girl's gonna take it to them and ba 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 ba. You go out there with a chip on your shoulder. And if you whoop their ass, you should, if it's a dance, if it's a hand gesture, if it's pointing at your ring finger, you have all the right in the world to gloat. That's
The
sports.
last one of it. Like, hey.
I mean, they celebrate Joel Embiid and he tell people to suck it. He do the suck it chop. He do the DX chop. He telling people to suck it. Like, come on, man. like we can't be selective. As in Chris Rock's, his thing called selective outrage. So a lot of people in America have selective outrage. It's selective because if we're gonna say overdoing it, let's bring all athletes into it and let's see what's really overdoing it. And then you start looking at it like, well, all she did was this and that. That's not really that bad. Versus somebody saying somebody's wife's pussy tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios. I'm like, man, which one is worse? I'm just saying, which one would you rather have happen to you? Because now you got me questioning my wife. Like, how you know my wife tastes like that? How you know? Like, how you know? What if she really did taste like that? How do you know?
My thing is, this isn't, you know what I'm saying? This isn't fighting. This isn't fighting words. But the fact that he said your wife tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios, that's fighting. That's you saying that you did something on his wife. Oh yeah, that was a punk move that Will Smith did.
Absolutely.
And I'm just saying, like, you can't be selectively outraged at this when we not caring about that. Because I'm like, man, back in the days when you watched the NBAs, they used to fight. We glorify it. We glorify that. Talking about, man,
people used to take people's head off. You got dudes that'll literally rip you down from the air. Like, you going up for a dunk, I guarantee you, whoever was the goon or the designated goon on that squad, on the opponent's team, they're literally pulling you down as you're close to the goal. Like, and they will let you fall. They're not catching you like they would nowadays. And nowadays, you're like, okay, my bad, dog, I'm going to try to do this. Like, dudes, and I'm not trying to put the gender thing on it, but I'm just saying because I've never seen, females get that physical. So I've seen dudes where it's like, say, bro, like, I'm going to do whatever I can to get under your skin that get you off your game. Like, hey, or with the whole Draymond situation, dude wrapped himself up. He's literally, I don't know if he's doing it on purpose where he's laying his limbs on dudes. It's like, hey, bro, get your limb off me. Like, don't make yourself go limp on me. Like, it's bad enough that I got to carry my own weight down. But this girl's basically celebrating her victory. And I won't get on the case of Keith Olbermann calling her an effing idiot.
Fucking idiot.
Boy, I'm trying to do Auntie Michelle some proud justice here. I'm trying to, when you go low, we stay high.
Nah, fuck that. Keith Olbermann is a bitch.
I'm trying my best. I'm doing my best.
I'll say it for you. You know how your boy off of Key and Peele was like, Obama's like mouthpiece? I'll be your mouthpiece. Keith Olbermann is a bitch.
Yeah.
You say something and I'm going to tell you what you really want to say. You go.
That's what I need. I promise you, bro. I'm doing my best. We almost to Easter. Y'all know on air.
I will now speak as Doc Eric's translator. And go. I'm gonna tell you what he really means.
Keith Olbermann, why don't you come to the parade on me? Come down here. Say, get all your opinions off your chest.
So I can slap the shit out of you because you're such a bitch.
My thing is, when you win the championship, The champion, like we said before, the champions were invited to the White House. There was no one inviting the losers. The losers didn't get a chance. The only time you got a chance is if you won the national championship. And you know what I'm saying? It's like they're getting a participation trophy. It's like how they do it in Little League now. Little League, everybody gets a trophy. Back in the
Yeah,
day, that's not how it was.
you
You had
get
to
no
play
trophy.
the season, and if you won the championship, you got a trophy. If you didn't, you lost. You know what I'm saying? You came out next year and tried to play harder. This bullshit. The people are too fucking sensitive nowadays. There's
And
too
put it
much
this way:
sensitivity.
when I got an honorable mention ribbon, I used to get mad. I'm like, I threw them shits away. I don't want no fucking honorable mention. You wasn't first, second, or third. You ain't shit. That's how we grew up. You had to be first, second, or third for it to matter. Honorable mention. I don't want honorable mention. I don't want that. I don't want to be just because I showed up. I don't want it. I'm like, I want to be the best. So we should punish people who are the best in their sport, the best in their field, and we should punish them by making them share a spotlight with a loser. That's what America's
Like,
about.
that,
That's what we about.
that's crazy. Like, there's no putting that back in the bottle. Like, once you let that out, you put that out there. You showed your colors. Like, you really did. You showed your true colors on that one, and I'm glad that Angel, she got this article out that she will accept the invitation because you worked hard for it. Like, people try to throw you off. People put this stigma on you since you was in Maryland, and for you to take the path that you did, put in the work that you did, and come out as a champion, it speaks to your character. Like, and after all of it, she never was flustered. She never came out of herself. She's like, you know what? I'm the voice for those girls who look like me, for the girls
Mm-hmm.
that was told, oh, you can't because you look a certain way. Like, kudos to her for standing up and using her platform, in a good light. Like, cause she could have easily been like, hey, baby, she could have been blank this, blank that, or whatever. Like, she could have brushed it off. Like, she could have came and did stuff on IG, and I'm not trying to put nothing light on the person I'm about to mention. Like, Shakari did. Like, what Shakari did, and I'm not trying to dump on her. Like, do what you have to do, but when she got caught for doing her thing, she had to use her social media platform and be like, hey, look, this is me. Like, you can screw all that. It's not the competitor. It's not the competitor. This is not, me trying to be, this role model. This is me in my real life. And, she got to a point where she had to take a time out. She had to, deactivate and get away, unplug for a few. But for Angel to be in that limelight and the championship
Come
game
on,
with those
Andy,
bright
man.
lights. You cold as ice, Anthony. I want you to know that.
God damn, man.
Cold as ice, boy. But
Damn.
seriously, for Angel, I'm proud of her. I really am, because taking that invite, I'm glad you did, because it's not every day that you are invited into the White House to meet and rub elbows with a sitting president.
Facts. But man, it's just like we don't need to go down that road because now you got to start inviting all the other losers. So I'm glad somebody got invited there. I guess I'm glad people were pissed off at that. And even Caitlyn said, hell, I'm not going. Like, even if they invite me, I'm not going. Because what if Iowa wins it next year, right? So
Right.
we're going to invite losers.
Right to who they,
Iowa
they beat.
still not have
Like, there's no way.
not said that.
I know if next year Iowa wins that shit and they don't invite the losers, we should motherfucking get some type of protest going. Why was it okay for you to ruin LSU shine by inviting the losers. If you want to invite the losers, don't invite them the same fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Invite them a different day if you want the losers to come. But don't take that shine away from LSU. They busted their asses this year to get what they got.
You know, I'm all for that, and I kind of want to say this because you know there's a lot of insurrection going on, and it's stemming from our former sitting president. Like we got to get to a point where it can't be out of anger anymore. Like we got to come to a point where we have to agree to use our words. That we got to agree to be like, okay, I disagree with that, but it's your right to have your say and your opinions, and having your freedom of speech. Like, but with these, I kind of want to get away from the undertone. What I don't want to get the undertone like, okay, cool, you said it. It was mad disrespectful, but now let's turn the page. Like, enough is enough with the anger of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but when you offend people, you really can't tell people when not to be angry. That's the only thing. That's the whole.
I get that. That's what I'm saying.
You can't tell them. Hey, like there's some people who hold grudges for till they die. So we don't know how many people. We don't know how many people Jill Biden offended with that, because I ain't gonna lie, when I first heard it, I felt like, damn, they don't give a fuck about people that look like me. And then you be like, damn, like, really? Like, I helped put this motherfucker in office. And
yeah, but even if you would have helped put the other motherfucker in office, it would have been the same shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you just be like, fuck. It should be like, it's fucked up. Because like I said last year, I don't know if y'all remember, I said when we talk political shit, they both are the same. They like what it is, two heads of the same coin or whatever. The both sides of the same coin. It's like one is gonna talk to you rough. The other one is gonna talk to you nice before they fuck you. So
you say that.
And that's it depends on whether you like to be fucked like a hoe or romanced.
Yeah, basically.
That's where your political parties lies. That's where it usually lies.
Because if you think about it, if Donald Trump was the president and she did what she did, he would have had a fucking news conference about that shit. He would have been like, how disrespectful. He probably, put it this way, at least Biden invited them to the White House. If she would have did that shit under Trump, Trump wouldn't have, LSU would not have been invited to the White House.
Oh, Lord. That would have been a Kaepernick situation.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Because think about how people pissed off about it. My God, that would have been a lightning rod. I'd have felt sorry
for people. That's exactly why I'm saying, like, it's cool to be upset, but let's not, use the tone of that anger, because we just came out of an era of anger. Like, okay, cool, we disagree. Yeah, you shouldn't have done it. And, that's all right to say all this, and some people you're going to have at least, the fans in Iowa saying, yeah, well, maybe she was on to something. That's one region of the country, one region of the world, but I'm just saying, hey, look, it upset me. Like, it had me in here one morning, my children looking at me crazy, because when Angel said, we'll go to Obama's, I'm like, hey, bro, that's what I'm talking about right there. Because it was mad disrespectful. I was a victim of, the heat of the moment. And by us having a form of media platform, I'm just saying this is, this ain't saying, oh, this is how the actual podcast feels, but we're sharing our opinion. And I don't want to be like, hey man, we just stuck in these waves. We're not willing to listen to anything else. We don't want to hear anything else. It's just us
I
getting
invite,
out how
I
we feel
invite
about it.
opposition. I had whole opposition last night. That's why we don't ever have dramas on Fridays. I think they're scared of Jay. But I always had, like I said, yeah, I think they're scared of Jay. But like I said, I had drama last night. But you're not gonna tell me my opinion don't matter. Like, fuck, don't watch if you don't like my opinion. This is podcasting is what it is. It's opinions. Everything is opinion. You watch sports shows, that's their opinion. They take facts, they formulate an opinion about it, and then they say their opinion. You don't have to take my opinion as fact. Either you're gonna agree with what I say or disagree with what I say. You disagree with what I say, I'm cool. I'm good.
It's cool. Like,
I'm
all right. That's what gives it's that's what gives it the meat. That's what gives you the content. You know? Because hey,
if everybody agreed over the same shit, these podcasts would be boring. You know what I'm saying? You have to have some type of friction, some type of conflict, or a difference of opinion. Because if everybody's agreeing about the same thing, it's like, all right, yeah, yay. You know, move on to the next subject.
And like I say, we'll be sheep. Yay, Mo saying it's this. So yeah, let's agree with Mo, and yeah, and then people stop watching.
Right. Like
we agree with each other. Like a lot of times, we be like, no. Then we like, no. Hell, even me and I got into it on a wrestling show one time. We was like, no. And it happens. Like, people that marry.
It happens. That's exactly. That's what
the most controversial thing that was said was Biggie sucks.
Oh my God.
No. The most controversial thing that was said was the handsome debate. You can't call a woman handsome.
Oh,
they
my
went
God.
in on that. They went in. That had claws. I said, damn, we up it. I mean, I normally watch the entire show. I'm there from beginning to end. There was a point where I had to step away, you know, because I got to take care of stuff in the house. I said, man, let me get back to the show, man. I think I was bathing one of the children or whatever. I get back, I said, wow, we still on it. I said, we on something here. This one might make the highlight reel introducing the show.
This is handsome. I said, can't call her. She handsome. Don't call a woman handsome. I remember that.
Call a woman handsome.
That shit was.
That one has flaws, man.
It was a difference of opinion, and nobody hate each other for it. That's how it should be. Like, I tell it to Republicans, I don't hate your difference of opinion for me. I say I'm not even really truly a Democrat. I'm independent, but independents really can't vote in the damn thing. So, like I told you, I like to be romanced before I'm fucked. So I went there. I don't want you to talk dirty and talk down to me and then fuck me. No, you got to talk to me nice. So that's all the reason why I'm that. I really don't agree with these motherfuckers. I don't agree with that motherfucker. I'm in the middle. I don't agree with y'all.
At the end of the day, I think this is me personally, the way I'm feeling. I feel that, you know, each one of us on this podcast, us as a commission, I think we all just want to see everybody win. Like, you know, we all want everybody to win. I don't care how you do it, you know, wherever you form your success, as long as it's not harming someone physically and not getting in the way and not bumping on somebody's name to do it, then by all means, man, look, whatever you form a success, if you think success is, you know, if you have a platform, if you on social media, you got 20 views, you got 100 views, that could be a win for you there. You know, for me starting a new job, me getting the content of the job, that's a win for me. You know, for people who doing jobs that they love or jobs that they're in for the time being, you getting through your day and coming home. Because there's some people that just they're not as fortunate, man. Like, And I'm not trying to throw things off with with the talk, but and I know the climate is not the best regarding police officers. This and the third. Matter of fact, I won't even use police officers. I'll go with firefighters. Okay, the title says firefighters, but that's not all what they do. And guess what? They might not make it home. They might be directing traffic or whatever what might have happened. They might have had electrical fire or whatever. Something went haywire. A few years ago, they had a whole building fall out of nowhere. They have a first responder that tried to go get these bodies out of there down here in New Orleans. I'm saying, first responder going in there, he probably didn't make it home because his building had fell on him or trapped him, and he couldn't make it home. So whatever you see your win as, man, be grateful for that. Be grateful for getting through a day. A win for me personally, is making it to the Friday show, although I do come late when I want to, like Kyrie. But guess what? I made it.
Yeah, I think you worse than Kyrie, man.
Yeah, it's a win. I'm telling you.
We gotta stop shitting on Kyrie because of your lateness.
Like, look, I'm just saying, look, I think a lot of people go bitch last night, even though I disagree with the guy and we got into it, I still say follow him. Don't care. I still say follow the dude. I'm not the type of dude that's gonna be like, hateful. I'm like, I don't hate dude, I don't know dude, I don't fucking know you. But follow him if you agree with what he's saying. Maybe both people can prosper. I tell that to anybody. I'm like, I made this so everybody, I don't have everybody on no exclusive deals. None of that. It's everybody, if you find something you want to do, hey, go do it. It's always gonna be a spot here. That's how I look at it.
NIL deal.
And we gonna get you the haterade. Fucking haterade.
I want the NIL deal from Haterade then.
What I tell people, I say it's a win. When we went from on YouTube, we went from 30 subscribers to almost 2,500 overnight. That was a big win. Like we all 1,000 subscribers on Facebook. That's a win. Like I literally started this shit from the ground zero, not expecting much. Cause I'm like, man, I'm doing it by myself, and then I got y'all. That was a win for me. There's people who know of the podcast. That's a win. I don't want nobody to take away my win and say, hey, I got to share this win with somebody. Like, fuck no. And that's what is going on with the LSU thing. Like, day one. Like, let them win. Let them enjoy this victory. Because for them, for the seniors, that's the last time they're going to be probably a part of that. Let them enjoy that. Let LSU enjoy.
Like, if you're going to bitch about something, then you got to bitch about end zone dancing after you score a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? You got to bitch about little dance moves that dudes do when they dunk on somebody or whatever. You got to, if you're going to, you can't just pick and choose what you're going to bitch about. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like, you know, if you consider that taunting or whatever, then you got to go across all platforms and say football players that dance after touchdowns is bad. Basketball players that dance after touchdowns is bad. You can't just say this girl from LSU. And it's funny. It's not like she ran up to people and were like, you know what I'm saying? She did this shit. Yeah, was the girl walking by her, but she didn't go after the girl to do this. As she was walking by, she did this and pointed at her finger. You know what I'm saying? But that's part of that's part of street ball, and that's why I don't think a lot of these Caucasians understand that when you street balling, you're talking shit the whole game. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Don't put it up. I'ma smack your shit. And then when they do smack your shit or whatever, They're doing a dance down the court. I told you not to put that shit up. That's just part of basketball. It's part of sports in general. Now all of a sudden, motherfuckers are getting sensitive. Oh, don't do that. It's not good. Why? Because it was the Great White Hope that got her ass whooped?
That part.
I'm
That's
saying,
all it
man,
was.
it's like, we get
I
so
don't think
exhausting.
they work
Listen,
more.
when I was in high school, the girls' basketball team might have had 2 black girls on it. The rest of them were white. Those girls played like they were black. They talked shit. They they ran up on you, and they did all that taunting stuff. And it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? At least back in the 80s, we knew that was part of ball. Because if you weren't playing organized ball in the gym, you were playing out at the park.
Oh yeah.
And you brought that style of basketball into the gym. They didn't leave the talking shit out.
I don't like AAU culture. Because when you learned about life on that blacktop, because you couldn't be a bitch playing street ball.
Nope.
You couldn't be entitled playing street ball. You had to work hard, and then if you got your ass whooped, they didn't care if you was small. They didn't care if you was tall. They didn't care if you was skinny or big. If you got your ass whooped, the whole neighborhood know you got your ass whooped on the damn court.
Yep.
You lost 15 shit. You trash. So what they know what that do? That makes you go out there and work harder. So when you go back out there and you bust their ass, it's your turn to glue.
Yep.
And I mean, now this AAU culture is just trash. That's why we have such trash basketball players now. So soft basketball players now.
That's why the United States be having problems winning the gold medal.
These feelings, I'm laughing. These people with feelings, we gotta low manage. We gotta do this. We gotta sit down. We can't have this.
We back into last week's territory.
Yes, it's just
we
like
back into last week's territory with these athletes. They stuff they saw on the desk. They miss, they can't tie their shoestring correctly. They tripped over or something. They
man, we got jobs, bro. We can answer that question. We got jobs outside of this, man. You try to get somebody fired? Hey, man, your name is Zan, man. I don't want none of them Xannies. I work with people who are addicted to Xannies. Nah, you can have that partner.
Eat that.
I mean, I like cannabis.
You can say it.
We can say it.
I got jobs
it's legal in New York, so I ain't got no problem.
It ain't legal in Louisiana yet. I ain't trying to get in trouble.
No, sir.
Look, just in case somebody from my job is watching, I can't answer that question.
Man, look, I just had a background check done on me.
Nope. Look, I plead the fifth. I am not about to fucking snitch on myself. There it is.
That'd be messed up. They bring you into human resources at your job, bring you in and show the video of you admitting it.
Yeah,
Last Friday night,
I have not admitted nothing.
I know nothing. I see nothing.
I see nothing. I do nothing. But thanks for watching, Zan, man. Hey. Somebody on here like cannabis.
I was gonna say, what was he gonna try to sell us a bag over video?
I don't know if I would trust that though, man. Like, I'm sorry, man. That's something you can't. That's something you can't Amazon. Just hey, here's weed in the package. Take that shit.
Damn, man, the feds. Hey, the feds, boy. Anybody hear me up, my boy?
Next week, fucking like a chicken, taking that shit. Man, but what I was saying though about the AU culture is teaching these kids no fundamentals, no defense. They're entitled. It basically it's like I said, it's basically you just taking kids that are talented and not showing them the hardships of hard work, of having to work hard. It's like, oh, you talented, so we're gonna prop you up. It doesn't work. I don't know what you're doing, Eric. Man, you all right, bro? But
This is Doc. Mrs. Doc is up to my left.
know you on camera, man.
Mrs. Doc is on my
left. Man, he distracted when I was about to say. Like he is on camera.
Yeah.
Laugh now, cry later, brother. Laugh now, cry later.
Yes, indeed.
Camera, dog.
Come next Friday show, he got an eye jammy. We'll know what happened.
Oh shit! I was old school. I don't know what that is. Oh, what's up? All eyes on
All
y'all.
eyes. Yeah, Pop.
What you having us broadcast? You broadcasting us one of them booty bars?
Oh. We real live now.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Venom is smoking up.
But man, I'm just saying, man. We just need to get away from that. Everybody gets a trophy shit. Oh, when it gets too hard, say you want to load manage. We need to get rid of that shit.
Yes.
Because the real world is, hell, I gotta go to work hurt. Sometimes I gotta go to work sick. Sometimes I might not be mentally ready to go to work and I still gotta go to work. Just because you play a game don't mean you can't go to work. And that's gonna work perfectly into our next topic. Zion Williamson. He said there's shit that say that he might not be ready for the play-in tournament. This is the longest hamstring injury I've ever seen in my life. Ever.
That shit's part 2 from last year.
Listen, this man played one game in 2023. January 2nd. He played one game.
So I don't know how true this is, but somebody kind of, I guess it was a conspiracy theorist or whatever. So the comment said that the team shut him down for All-Star, and since they shut him down, he said, well, I'm going to show them one better, and I'm going to play part of a game afterwards, and then I'm not going to come back. So, I mean, I don't know how true that is. I refuse to believe it because Zion has been hurt. I mean, from the moment he got drafted, we've seen him not been available. I mean, I have no idea what's going on to his regimen. I don't know what he does. But obviously, when he's on the floor, we're a different team when he is playing versus when he's not available. I mean, it's been 100.
A smoothie bowl. You need to eat one of these. a helpful bowl. You need some shit with some fruit.
I don't know what I really don't know. Like
he needs vitamins in this.
4 years and only 110 games to show for it. I want the best for you. I hope that you get to what you want for your career. But in order for you to get there, you definitely got to be available, my man. I mean, obviously, we're known for, our culinary arts. And we have some good foods. We got some restaurants out here. Like last year, you was out there in LA with this trainer of yours. And we thought it was something because we shut you down for last, postseason run. We had a play-in situation. And fortunately enough, we got to a playoff series. We had a couple of games in that playoff series, but we lost the series. So it means diddly to you now. And here we come full circle. coming another year where you said it felt bad for you to watch your guys go out there and compete, and you're not competing. Well, here we are again in the same situation. I mean, at the end of the day, like you want to be marketed, you want, all this fame that you garnishing, and we're not seeing you, live up to the moment. Like you let these moments pass you by. Like I don't know what the average life of an NBA basketball player is professionally, but right now you're in 4 years. Like you think an organization, you think, fans outside of this city is gonna stick by this? Like at the end of the day, brother, you're gonna have to change your mentality where, hey man, you want to take that long
4.5
years.
Like, I just found it for you. It's
4.5
years.
Four
is
and
the
a
average
half.
career for an NBA
Four
player.
and a half. So you already, you're already on the downswing, bro. Like, hey, look in that mirror, man. You want to be like, do you want to do this professionally? Or move on to the next thing in life. It's not like you don't have the money.
Should have played football. You'd be a great tight end.
Because basketball, bro, if you're not doing it for us, in the time frame, in time will pass you by, and we will forget about you.
I honestly think they need to move on from him now.
Because this is ridiculous. Like, dude, there's people who have torn their hamstring and came back in 3 months. We're going on this 4 months. Dude, come on, man. Like, you could be a difference from the Pelicans going deep in the playoffs because there's nobody that can guard your big ass because everybody's scared to play defense. You could be this generation's Shaq.
I don't know about that.
He could. He's bigger than everybody. That's all Shaq was. Shaq was bigger than everybody. I ain't gonna say he's not skilled. He's skilled. He's a skilled big man that can dribble. He can shoot. He's actually more versatile than Shaq. Nobody wants to deal with Zion running downhill. They're scared. That's how he gets 26 points easy. They're scared. But the thing is, you're on the bench more than you're on the floor. And that's why I said get Ja Morant, keep Julius Randle, and you're set. Because Ja Morant's style is more conducive for having a long career. Because he's slender, he's a point guard, so he can pass it off.
Travel the motherfucker every time I see a video of his ass.
As I say, Zion is just a risk because of his weight. And it's giving me Greg Oden vibes. Like, remember, we always was ready for Greg Oden to come. Every time Greg Oden played, Greg Oden might have played 15, 20 games. And then they shut him down again.
And then they had to shut him down. And then he tried to revive his career. I can't remember off the top of my head exactly where he went, but then he realized, he was like, that's it. He couldn't contribute. Couldn't contribute like he wants. I mean, he's an awesome humanitarian.
Oh, you're a hater. They're in the playoffs, though. They're in the play-in. So you can't forget about them because they're in the play-in.
You could try.
Next couple picks. So, hey,
who they playing? Who they supposed to play in against?
They don't know yet.
It's not set. It's not set. So right now they're sitting at 8, and the way the play-in works. What you saying, Pop? He doesn't have the commitment of excellence in him. Period. You right on that. Because
he does.
If he did, say, bro, you can't hold me back.
You can't hold me back.
And you right too, Izzy. You right too.
They need to have a coming to Jesus moment with Zion. Everybody, the top of the organization, from Gail Benson all the way down to the ball boy. I don't care who it is. They need to sit him down and say, look, either you with us or we getting rid of your ass.
Well, the coming to Jesus moment was that contract. That contract says, okay, you want the max that we can give you, that, the home teams does have the advantage of offering you. Well, you have to be available. And now not only did the team hit him, but Zion has talked about being one of those players that gets his hardware for individual awards, and with him wanting to participate in all-star events. Well, I say, brother, in order to do that, you have to be available. And I don't know what your regimen is, but you up in here got, basketball operations president talking about, well, we gotta continue his conditioning regimen. Say, bro, he's a professional basketball player. Why isn't he ready? Why isn't he conditioned to play in? Well, the season is 82 games. You could at least give me 75% of that, at least. The money that you're getting, like, say, bro, I won't see. I mean, I'm not going to never say never, but I'm pretty sure in my era right now, I won't see at least what you get a game check this year. What you get as a game check, it's probably going to take me a good 2-3 years to get what you get for a game, one game. Because I know what goes into the game, and you got to prep for that. Like, you got to show up to the facility. You got to, game plan and sit and watch film. But at the end of the day, you're going to get a game check. And that game check ain't even what I could combine everybody in my house. I can combine anybody that's on my block and not get that.
Right.
My shit is, if they signed him to a new deal, they should have added something to his contract about keeping in shape. And if they did, and he didn't comply, then they should be taking money out of his pocket, because he ain't play in 4 months. All these people want to come see Zion play, but all they're seeing is him sitting at the end of the bench.
Nah, the Grizzlies are in second.
Nah,
But
the Grizzlies are number 2. They will be playing the
right
Lakers.
now. The season, the playoffs started the day the play-in started. The day they'll be playing the Lakers, and the Timberwolves to play the Thunder, and then the winner of the Lakers Pelicans game will be 7, and then that 8 seed will have to play the winner out of the Thunder and the Timberwolves, and then the winner of that will be the 8. So they still got a lot to play for. The Pelicans are locked in. The Lakers are locked in. So this got to do about seeding now.
So and that's how it rolls.
The Mavericks are doing. That's why I don't understand what the Mavericks are doing, because they're still in the play-in race.
And that's interesting to me, even though they are 2 games back of 10.
No, I mean, they're 1 game back of the Thunder. They're 1 game back of the Thunder.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They're 1 game back of the Thunder. And we're going to talk about this after the Zion stuff, but this is a very interesting way of doing shit. Because the Thunder lose tonight. Whenever the Thunder play, the Thunder lose. And the Mavericks win. I think the Mavericks got more games left to play than the Thunder. So I don't get it.
That's what makes it interesting with the Mavericks. But I mean, I haven't followed the Mavericks, so I don't really know. I do know this one thing. This whole Kyrie situation, like, for some strange reason, they got worse. Like, how do you get a talent like Kyrie and you get worse?
What does that tell you? He went to the Nets and the Nets sucked. He went to Boston and Boston sucked. So what does that tell you? Yes, he's a good shooter, but he fucking sucks.
Don't play defense.
He doesn't make the team. He doesn't make the team players around him better. He doesn't. Why? Because all he wants to do is shoot the ball. It's a team sport. He's not playing one-on-one.
I feel you on that. I mean, I don't know.
Since you don't know, Eric, this is what's going on. They're going to sit Kyrie Irving down along with 5 other players. Luka Doncic is only going to play 1 quarter tonight. And you're in the race.
So you're not going to play with your full strength. Then is basically what y'all
No,
saying.
It don't matter
That is,
anyway because the Mavericks are spanking the Bulls 74-62.
so it won't matter. You sit them down for zero reason.
well, I mean, we'll see. We still got 2 games. Well, I know today and Sunday. Today and Sunday. After I don't know what's going on for Saturday, but I do know as far as the team I'm repping, I know there's today and Sunday, and then that's it. Because obviously last week I had hopes. I had high hopes. I was like, okay, we're gonna get the update, and Zion's gonna be available for the next 2 games, for the last 2 games, and then we get this medical update. Well, we gotta continue. We gotta continue his regimen, his workout, his conditioning regimen. Say, bro, like I don't know why you didn't come to the season ready, but by all means, hey, that's what it is. That's what we are, and that's the world that we live in.
Next year, it's make or break season for Zion Williamson. But if he pull this shit next year, y'all better ship his ass out of here quick.
They won't, but you know, it's interesting.
Because it's gonna
That's
be
what
damage.
happens. That's what happens when a team is soft on a player. You got to be tough with these people. They're in, even though you're paying them, they're your fucking employees. So if he can't get, he can't get off of Krispy Kremes, you find a way to get him off of Krispy Kremes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. The food in New Orleans is probably, there's so many different styles of food that you get down there, and I understand the cuisine is off the hook, but motherfucker, eat a carrot. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. We want.
What's up, Doc?
I know you're dying to see him play, Eric. I'd like to see him get some burn-in, especially now that the playoffs are coming off. I don't want the West to run away with it the way they usually do. At least with a player like that playing in let's say the playoffs, it'll make the playoffs a lot more interesting.
Because who would stop? Think about it. Who can stop that freight train?
You really can't. Like you pretty much made everything. All your moves was based around when you landed Zion. You got that number 1 pick. You just knew exactly where you was going, and every move that you made was based around him. Then you had Bi. You say, okay, cool. Now we got a mid-range guy, so you can still grow and learn. You had that veteran that says, guess what? I was in the playoffs. I know the experience how it is to be in the playoffs when you had JJ. I mean, I'm not saying he was the guy that was going to lead the locker room, but at least you got somebody that says, I know how it feels in this atmosphere. I know the energy that is going to be in this arena. Then you wind up making moves where you got, CJ when it was time for him to make a change. CJ is like, hey man, I haven't missed the playoffs and I'm not trying to do that. But when we had these moves, guess what? We had a big 3 in mind. It was gonna be Z, Bi, and it was gonna be CJ. And y'all only played, to my understanding, I want to say it was 14 games together. It's either 12 or 14, one of the two, 12, 14.
Dude, y'all was number 1 in the West
for like a minute, and felt like
then Zion got hurt.
Potatoes.
Y'all fell down because you know why? There's nothing. I tell it to anybody. You can have the best 3-point shot in the world, but there's nothing like a bull running through the lane that you can't stop.
You can't do nothing about it.
How many times I'm gonna miss a layup? You're gonna miss threes. You're gonna miss mid-range. But if I go in there like a bully and dunk on you, how many times you can stop that?
You ain't doing much with that.
It'll be rare to stop me unless you foul me. And that's why I say he could be this generation Shaq. Because that's the only way you can stop Shaq is by fouling him. But people don't want it. But Zion don't want to be great. That's what it is. He don't want to get his body in. He don't want to get his body right. His mentality is not right. He has to get right within, because if he thinking just because he's so gifted that people is going to keep giving him chances, people going to get tired of that shit.
Oh, he'll say the best. How you gonna win when you're not right within?
Right. So you gotta want to be great. See, that's why I put people look at me. I say I put Kobe over LeBron because Kobe mentality wanted to be great. He will. LeBron was way. I'll put it this way: LeBron is more skilled than Kobe. Like physically, like imposing, dribbling, all that. He's more skilled. I'll say that he's skilled. But if you go mentality, who I would want to go with in the foxhole with, it'll be Kobe. But Kobe's mentality
needed to be great.
He needed to be great.
Kobe wanted to win more than he wanted to draw his next breath.
Yes. Kobe probably bust nuts thinking about being great. Just being real. He didn't, not even this woman, about me being great. He probably got off. I'm just telling you, Kobe just wanted to be great. Him and Mike is the only two people I really seen that wanted that.
That's why I don't understand this generation, because everybody looks up to Kobe, but yet, first thing that happens, hey, bro, I fell on the ground a little too hard. I sit on the ground too hard, coach. I gotta come out for, I gotta have a minutes restriction. I can only play 15 minutes tonight. What is this?
That statement is right, though. I don't think that they wanted to be great. I think that Mike and Kobe knew to be great, you had to win championships. So their goal every year was to improve their game where they could win championships. There's nobody in this league right now that could take over a game like Mike and Kobe could.
Yeah, what I mean by greatness is to win a championship, you must be great, right? You can't be mediocre. You can't be sad. You can't be out of shape. You got to have the extra gear to win that championship. So to be great, I have to get up in the gym at 3 a.m. while everybody sleep. I'm in the gym working out. I'm in there shooting jumpers. I'm up in there working on post moves. I'm in there working hard.
Tell me there's a lot of players now that would actually go into the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning and shoot 1,000 jumpers a day.
Kobe was in there at 3 a.m. That's why I said 3. Kobe ass was there at 3.
Yeah, and I'm giving them an extra 2 hours of sleep. I don't think there's any player that works as hard as Kobe.
Maybe Giannis.
I mean, but does he really need? He's more. He's front court.
I'll put it this way, but Giannis, I'm saying Giannis is the only one I've seen with that Mamba mentality, like constantly. You know what? I'm gonna be great. I'm gonna put the team on my back. Let's go. Y'all follow me. And
still doing it.
Jason trying to. They're like Jason Tatum trying to turn the corner too. But Giannis is the one I've seen that said, he came in as a beanpole. Now he's a freak of nature. So he put in the work. He tries to get better at shooting, but I think some people just can't be shooters. He could try all he wants, but he's trying. But I believe Giannis is the only one I've really seen with that Mamba mentality.
Yeah, there's not many people that would do or put in the work like, let's say, a Michael Jordan or, I mean, I'm sure there's other players, but not to the point where they tell stories about it. You know what I'm saying? Like Kobe was in there, like you said, 3, 4 in the morning. People were coming in at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and he was still at it.
Yeah, the thing was, they said they had a story. They said they came home from the club and they passed Kobe up like he was going to the gym. He said, "Man, where y'all going?" Kobe said, "I'm going to the gym." He said, "Man, we just got there from the club. I'm going to the gym." That's all Kobe said. And That's why Kobe was hard on his teammates. Like, you out there partying, I'm in the gym.
Yep.
They're enjoying life. I'm in the gym. You don't understand.
Yeah, but
And a
there's not many players that could take over the game like a Mike or a Kobe. Because you can't tell me LeBron James could take a game over.
if he
Because
had the man,
if that was the case, he'd have more championship rings.
the thing with LeBron is that he has a mentality, but it's not an aggressive mentality. He can take. I saw him take over games before. It's just like he don't just go back to it. It's like he try to make everybody better, but I'm like, everybody gonna follow your lead. You got to realize that everybody's gonna follow his lead. So if he is flop and he is indecisive, everybody else is gonna be indecisive. If he put it in his mind to score, LeBron could be up there. He could be a GOAT. But
the last time I seen LeBron in that mentality was the Miami Heat LeBron.
yes,
And this is well over when he took over that villain role or whatever you want to call it. Like he got into it with Chalmers.
of course, KD can.
I remember that.
KD can.
Well, KD already said that he's a mercenary, so it's yeah.
Honestly, take over a game.
Oh yeah, KD has the quietest 30 points you ever seen. You look up, I seen it. You remember when he was with the Warriors and he just took over the game and
he can score 30 points, but does his team win? Mike and Kobe, they made sure that their teams won. That's why they got 5 and 6 respectfully.
We talk about that game where he had his toe on the line. He took over that game because the Nets get blitzed out.
But he wasn't consistent like Kobe and Mike. He's consistent to take over a game, but he can't take over every game.
I put it this way, because Mike and Kobe had more help. I'm gonna put it this way. In that Nets series, it was a one-legged Harden and KD. And KD was a toe away from beating the Bucks. And that whole series, it was KD and Giannis, 45 here, 50 here. Each was getting 45 and 50. That's been one of his series.
But for you to give him those props, even though he dropped 45, his team would have to win. If Mike was scoring 45, the Bulls were winning.
But I'm like this. That's more on how they develop that team, more than that. It's like KD can take over a game. Like right now, the Suns are, I think, undefeated with KD in the doggone lineup because KD can
whenever
take over a game.
KD's played,
KD can take a game over.
They won.
So he has a killer mentality too. He'll kill you. But it's not on a level of Mike and Kobe, but KD can. Like I'm more scared of KD than I am LeBron because KD come down and hit 7, 8 in a row. We still remember that Rucker Park KD when he was just coming down Rucker Park, hit a quick 66 in 30 minutes. Like,
true.
He's an assassin. He's an assassin.
So y'all know the story behind that?
He's softer.
Like KD.
Yeah.
KD said he just went up there. Like he ain't had nothing playing. He just caught the flight, went up there, said I wanted to play. Dude said he went to the local whoever shoe store was right around the corner. Dude said he got some shoes. They gave him the jersey because he was participating in the tournament, and he just went to work.
Didn't stretch it.
No warning, no nothing. That boy said, I just went out there. KD said, man, look, I'm on, man. Let's go.
But I get it.
KD's showing that in his game now. Like, he had the Nets situated. The Nets are still sitting in a top seed. Like, they're 6th in the East. Still, because of the work that KD put in when they turned the corner. Because the Nets started off like an 0 for 4 or whatever. I'm like, wow, like you got this talent and nothing's happening. They turn the corner. Phoenix, ever since KD been in the lineup, if he's starting, they've been winning. There's not been a blemish with him being in a Suns uniform.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it this way: KD is a step below them because he complains a lot, though. See, the thing is, he's a step below Mike and Kobe, but he got that in him. He got that dog in him, and a lot of people today don't have that dog in them, and that goes back to Zion. Look, you would have to drag me off the fucking court. There's so many times when I used to play, man, my legs hurt. I remember one tournament I was in, man, I barely could walk. Like I collapsed after every time out. I was on the ground, just playing because everybody got subs. Our team don't have subs. I'm just collapsed. You know, the tournaments you play 4, 5, 6 games a day in those tournaments. So I'm like, oh, I'm tired. But you had to drag me off the damn court before I got off the court. Like same with Nasty, you had to drag us off the court. Like I'm hurt, but we trying to win this championship. I'm hurt.
We trying to get this. We got to get it. We got to get after it.
Like, so you think a hamstring gonna stop me? I got another hamstring. I'm gonna hop on the other hamstring. don't you worry, wrap that shit up. Yeah. Let me tell you how bad it was. Nasty bought some horse liniment. If anybody know what horse liniment is, that's the shit they rub on fucking horses to get rid of arthritis. He had some horse liniment. He slapped that shit on our leg, and that shit burnt our legs to a crisp. But I don't know what was in them motherfuckers. It made our legs feel like we was 18 years old again. And we battled through it.
And look,
and look, we put animal products on our legs. That's how much we wanted to win. Like, don't you understand? That's a drive to win. Everybody don't have that drive to fucking win.
They really, man, it's really sad because when you grow up watching a generation and then you just hoping for that next best thing and you don't get it, it's such a letdown. Like, and we were talking about LeBron. I kind of want to circle back on LeBron. Like, okay, cool. He's still the face of the league, but you are the face of the league that every milestone that he hit, every great milestone that he had, it leaves up with a bad, is something bad. Like, he got the scoring record. They lost the game. He was the youngest to this. They lost the game. His great playoff series that he had against the Pistons, he lost the series. Like, we can't never.
He won that series. He actually won that series. That was coming.
He won that series? Okay, well, excuse me on that part. But I mean, every other milestone is like, hey, bro, we gotta sit here and have question marks over you. Like, you're the face of the league, bro. Like, we at some point we can't just hang our hat on and say, oh, well, guess what? You got to these 8 straight championships, and you got 4 rings out the attempts. Like,
4 out of 10.
I'm cool with that, but
the face of the league also has to act a certain way. You know, why is it okay for him to be like, when they win, he's out on the floor, he's dapping other players from the team, but when they lose, he leaves the game and leaves the floor before the end of the game.
Right.
Why is that not something that's, you know, you're considering the dude the face of your league, but yet you're letting him act like a little spoiled bitch.
Right. I got you.
You don't win them all. It's called sportsmanship. And to me, it's a disrespect that other team worked hard to beat your team, and you're not even giving them a dap like good game, nice game, or whatever. You walking off the floor and going to the locker room to pout early. That's some bitch shit. When have you heard anybody else doing that? But yet this is the guy they consider the GOAT, the face of the league. they're gonna change the logo and make it LeBron James or something like that. If they change the fucking logo and make it LeBron James, this league is got problems.
They're not gonna do that.
Yeah, you never know.
Let me put it this way.
Right.
What the LeBron thing? It's just like he wants to be great for him. It's like Mike wanted to be great for his team. See, Mike never called himself the greatest player to play the game. LeBron has already did that. None of the GOATs has ever called themselves the greatest player. They let other people tell them they're the greatest player. And that's my thing with LeBron. Do not say you're the greatest. Let other people tell you are the greatest. Like, only time it worked for somebody was Muhammad Ali saying, I'm the greatest. But that's Muhammad Ali.
He backed it up. Like, he clearly backed up.
You didn't have to
go to 10 finals. I'm like this. You can't go to 10 finals and lose majority of them and say you are the greatest.
Yeah.
Here's a percentage in the finals. I don't care how many times you get there. I care what did you do when you get there. That's like having a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like a girlfriend, right?
Right.
What makes you great? Like, say, Jordan. Jordan went on 6 dates with this girl and he scored 6 times. That makes you, that's 100%. You're pretty great. You're pretty fucking great. Every time I took her out, I got me. Kobe went on a date with a girl 7 times. Got 5.
That's still a percentage.
That's still damn great. I just missed twice.
Winning percentage.
Maybe she was on her period twice. I don't know.
Hey,
let's go to LeBron. Happens. He went on 10 dates. He went on the most dates. But he only scored 4 times.
and 2 of those times, we know one time was because she was drunk, and that's the bubble championship.
Oh, Brian. Oh, Brian, no, say it ain't so.
Yeah, he was drunk that night.
Which one would you want to be? that's the question. You need to say, I didn't give you Kobe, LeBron, and Jordan. That's everybody GOATs I be hearing. People saying Kobe got Kobe GOATs. We got Jordan GOATs. We got LeBron as the GOAT. Which one you want to be? Me, 6 for 6. I'll go 6 for 6.
If we're using that analogy, I want what's his name from Boston. He got 12.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. He got something as a coach. Well, he was a coach. One of those times he was the coach.
All right, there you go. He got
11 out of 13. He went to 13 and he got 11.
Jeez.
Once again, I still rather be Jordan. I'm 100%. Every time I'm in there, I get me. Every time. Every time I went, I got me. Don't you understand? That's 100%.
Man, look.
That's like, look, you like to say Tom Brady is not your GOAT, right? In football. He went to what, 10? And he got 7? Joe went 4 times and got 4.
That dude got 10. That dude went to 10 championships, man.
Look, he
that
got
unheard of in football.
Okay, Jay, which one would you rather have?
You already know I'm going with Joe.
Exactly. I mean, every time I'm in there, I'm getting me. I mean, I'm 100% of the time.
In there like swimwear.
Look, sometimes you gotta do. It's not the quantity, it's the quality, baby. You can go there as many times as you want and lose. Look at Jerry West. Look at Elgin Baylor. Elgin Baylor never won. I think he went to 9 and didn't win.
Damn, boy.
Do we talk about Elgin Baylor?
Just keep striking out.
Jerry West was like 27. He the fucking logo, but he went 7 times. You dated the girl 7 times. And we talking about an easy girl. We ain't talking about one, the easiest girl you know. He went on a date with her 7 times and he got 1.
Yeah, 1. One
But
time.
while Jordan pulled up to the same girl and went 6 times and got 6.
Now, think about it. Up to one girl, got that 3 times in a row, went to play baseball for a year and a half, came back to another girl and got 3 more times.
Yes.
Had to break it down like a fraction. Hold on.
That makes it even greater. That makes it even greater.
That's pimp shit. That's pimp shit. That Mike Dragon was like, all right, I pick you 3 more times.
Kobe said, he had him and Shaq tag team a girl for 3.
Yeah.
He had a couple years, he fell off. Man, he regrouped, became the man that got 2 more. That's what I'm talking about. They almost had 4. Him and Shaq almost tag team a girl for 4, but they met the Pistons. The Pistons said, nah. Boston came when Kobe went up there. I got her. And then Kobe said, nah, that's mine now. He got her for back-to-back.
You said, nah,
LeBron never 3-peated. LeBron never 3-peated. Never.
No.
He never went there 3 times and got 3.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna be the greatest, you have to win them. Like, for you to be the greatest now in the NBA, you got to win twice, back to back to back, 3 wins. You got to win it. You got to do that. If you want to knock somebody out the box or knock somebody off their pledge or mountaintop or whatever, you can't just win 2 here, take a couple of years, win 1 over here. No, you got to win 3, 4, 5, 6. If you win 6 in a row, then I can see you being considered a GOAT.
I'll put it this way. Jordan could have won 8. Think about this. If Jordan didn't take all baseball, we're going to say baseball in quotes because we all know he got suspended for gambling. But if he didn't get suspended for the 2 years, Jordan could have damn well won 8. Then Hakeem wouldn't have none. Jordan could have did 1. Just think about it. This man could have won 8. Then what would you say if he would have won 8 in a row? That'd have been a feat.
That's a feat all on his own.
I honestly think if Jordan didn't have to take that 2-year vacation, he would still be trying to get the scoring record. I think Mike would have beat the scoring record, and LeBron would still be trying to get it.
You're right now.
Final.
Is he in my top 5 for the players right now? Oh, definitely.
Oh, yes.
Kevin Durant is in top 5. For the new players, yes. Would he be top 5 all time? Hell no.
Mm-mm. Of all time, maybe top 15.
LeBron, even though he has the scoring title, he has however many titles he got, and the whole 9 yards, he's not in my top 5. He's closer to the bottom of my top 10. Like, I'm not impressed by LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? I'm old school. Guys that go out there and bust their ass. Guys that go out there and because they stubbed their toe, they put a piece of tape on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And they'll play. You know, you got motherfuckers now that stub their toe 6 to 8 weeks.
It's bad out there. I'm telling you, Jay, it's so bad.
Well, I feel like you said, you made a comment on that post the other day. I was like, people nowadays are soft.
That dude said I think these back-to-backs really hurt us. My man, y'all just came from Utah. Utah is an hour flight from LA. It's not like the Clippers are a different part of California. Y'all play in the same building. So the only reason why it was an away game because they put the Clippers colors up instead of y'all colors. Y'all, I mean, don't get me wrong. Utah played them hard for double overtime, but dog, back to backs has always existed in the league. It's going back to when we were talking about Zion and the conditioning. Like this was set. Nobody sprung this on you at the last minute. Like no one just said, "Hey, surprise! You're Teddy Long didn't come out here and say, "Hey, you're gonna fight the Undertaker." Like, dude is just putting this on you, man. Like your schedule was already made in advance. I don't know what is the issue here. Like, my man, like you could have woke up that morning. Y'all could have slept the whole 8 hours, the whole 10 hours. Say, you know what? Let's go ahead, catch this flight at 12 o'clock, make it to LA, sit in LA traffic. Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to go straight to the building, but obviously your stuff is ready. Your equipment is already ready. And play the game, bro. Like, y'all could have sat there. Y'all could have left at noon, got there an hour, two later, because they're going to clear the path for you. You're going to have, your escort, your police escort. Y'all could play the game. I mean, win, lose, or draw, but I mean, it's not like no one surprised you on this, man.
Put it this way, Eric. It's like this. It's not like back in the day when they was on commercial airplanes.
No, they got their own fucking airplane.
It's not like they had to go. It's not like they flying Delta. It's not like they flying Spirit.
A lot of those motherfuckers got bags first. They get to the stadium, get off of the fucking plane, and go right into their car. And then they got dropped off at home. You can't tell me 7 or 8 hours before the next day.
Listen, it's not like they when they had to catch the fucking bus city to city.
Right.
They had to catch the fucking bus and had to catch a bus.
This man said, "Hey, bro, you can take our lack of effort because
play for the Lakers."
He was in the back-to-back. This man put this statement out like he left the whole East Coast. Like, say, bro, like the game was in New York somewhere. Like, I guess the furthest, I guess would be Boston. Like, you went from Boston to LA. Like, I'll give you that one. Or if we had international travel, I don't know. Let's say for instance, okay, Bronny had a game in London or whatever. He's like, man, son, I love you, but I gotta get to this game tomorrow. Like, okay, I'll give you that one. But Utah, on a private plane. Say, bro, if it's an hour, if that. This man said, say, bro, the back-to-back killed us. You played right in your same building. That's it. Yeah. I don't know, man. That one, you lost me on that one, Brian. I'm still confused. It's the whole 2 days ago. I'm still up here trying to scratch my head about it.
Pelicans beat the Knicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was excited a minute ago. I said it was the final. So I'm up there.
I'm sorry, Eric. It was 2 hours. It's a 2-hour flight from LAX from Salt Lake City. It's a 2-hour flight. Oh my God, it's 2 hours.
Fucking nap on
the extra hour. My God. It really makes a difference.
You get off you jump into the back of your car that's driven by somebody else. You get dropped off at your crib. You get somebody to pick you up the next morning. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're like back in the day, like you said, where they had to wait for the bus, make sure it wasn't a clunker. You know what I'm saying? You didn't break down on the fucking road.
Hey, bro. I'm still confused about that.
Man, get the fuck.
This man said, "Yep, it's back to back killed us, man."
On a cushy airplane.
Yep. The Clippers, obviously, the Clippers played. play in the Midwest somewhere. They play up north. I don't know, man. It was that much, bro. I
Yo,
get it.
if it's gonna fuck you up like that, then spend the night in Utah and take a flight in the morning.
Oh man. Well, the only reason why the Nets records are still good because they had KD for half the year, dude.
Yeah, they were in a good spot before they.
All they had to do was maintain.
Yeah,
that's it. Just maintain. But they have been a surprise. And Simmons is another soft motherfucker. Thanks for bringing him up. He's soft. He's been soft since LSU. He's been soft. And it's like this. Either you got to find a love for the game or retire. Stop stealing money from people.
Hold on. Nah, I'm not trying to defend him. I'm not trying to advocate.
You know you broke.
I know you
I'm
watching.
not gonna break my head.
I know you
It's
watching.
like is. Don't you do it.
Izzy, I know you watching, but I mean, we were saying that he was soft when he got in the league since LSU. But I mean, wasn't he talked about as if he was the next? Like we about to talk about him in the same breath of LeBron when he got drafted by the Sixers, and it kind of somewhat showed. Then we figured out he didn't have a jump shot, but at the same time he was just super aggressive. It was like, you know, he just getting in the All-Star game just for the, you know, for the merit of his name. I mean, it takes a special type of talent to get into the All-Star game just by the merit of your name.
No popularity contest. Let's be real.
So can we give him that? Can we give Ben Simmons that?
I'm talking about, look, one mentally crashed on the shot. That makes you go, that means you've been weak. That's not me. He might have been gifted, but mentally, he's fucked.
Yes.
Like, dude, you still haven't shaken back from that? Dude, I was single when that happened.
2 years.
When that happened, when he passed on the shot, I was on my bachelor party in Vegas. Dude, I didn't even have a wife yet. Dude, how long? How long can we wait on this? How long?
It's that same breath with me. It's that same breath with me waiting for Zion. I'm still at the door. I'm like in Futurama. I'm like Fry's dog when Fry got frozen. I'm just sitting there, just waiting, bro. He'll be back. I know it. It's cold out here. It's warm out here. I'm gonna turn into a skeleton. I'm gonna be skin and bones by then. I'm waiting.
I'd like to correct myself earlier. Zion technically played in 2 games this year. The Pelicans played on January. He played on the 1st and the 3rd. He played 2 games in 2023 to bring his grand total
on January 2nd.
Oh yeah, well, the 2nd. Sorry, he played the 1st and the 2nd. The 1st and the 2nd, I think. So put it this way: his grand total of games played this year is 29.
No, it was only one because we had in 2023 we played on the 2nd and the 4th. We lost the game on the 2nd, and we won the game at home against Houston, which was the 4th.
Okay, I got you. Well, it's only one. They had a bad thing then. Put it this way. Well, he only played 29 games this year. That's bad. So
Pretty bad.
I need Zion and Ben Simmons to find their balls and get on the court. People are paying. Look, you know what? Take that Zion shit down in front of the Smoothie Kings and then put up CJ McCollum and Brandon. Because at least they come to work. They come.
Yeah, and then for those who are not aware, and across the street from the Smoothie King Center where the Pelicans play, there's a marquee of Zion, and the marquee reads, "The bounce is back." Him doing a dunk. Yes, for 29 games, we had to bounce back. There's 82 games in the season. You do the math.
Yeah, it's time to take that mural down. They have a mural. Remember how LeBron had his mural in Cleveland? There's a mural right there. And you can't miss it. It's big as shit. You can see it off the interstate. You can see it. It's big as a motherfucker. And this motherfucker only plays 29 games. And people think I hate the Pelicans. Nah, I just when they play the Pistons 2 times a year, I fucking hate their guts. But after that, I cheer for the home team. And for the home team, I'm pissed off because we got somebody who don't play on a mural, big as shit, and doesn't play. He don't play.
And nobody else. It's just him. The bounce.
You think I can employ you to not coming to work? you get that?
It was a couple of weeks ago, but I got there pretty early, and I got there enough to enjoy the entire game. So they got to do the introduction video when they got the team running on the court. Zion is the first person they show. So you get excited. Yeah, you're excited as the team coming up, but they kind of false advertising because Zion, we knew Zion wasn't coming to play. He wasn't cleared. But Zion is the first person. I'm pretty sure they do this every game. Zion is the first person they show in the video when the team is on the court. And he's not there. Well, he's there, but in street clothes on the bench.
Dude, you telling me all I had to do was play in 29 games and I have the same amount of time as Zion? That's just he fucking telling me.
All you got is just all we need.
They would have traded your ass to fucking Montreal or something like Toronto. On already.
I'm just saying, man. The dude don't come to work. Look,
take your ass to the G League.
I'll put it this way. Stephen Davis used to get on Kyrie Irving's ass about not coming to work, but I don't never see him say shit about Zion Williamson. He don't come to work. The dude just don't work. He don't come to work.
Call me Fry's puppy.
He is that employee.
I'm still waiting.
Listen, he's that employee that always call in sick. Ain't nothing wrong with him, but he always call in sick. Use all his PT. With this motherfucker today. Oh, this motherfucker ain't coming in.
He's that employee. He comes to work late.
No, he ain't showing. That's the difference. At least Eric shows up.
I'm here.
He ain't showing.
I show up.
He ain't coming. Jay, Zion ain't coming. If fuck this job was a person, it's Zion, bro. Fuck this job. I ain't coming to work today. That's it.
All right.
Good job.
I'm still. Hey. This ain't the doc. This is literally Eric. Eric's waiting. I'm still waiting for you, Zion. I got hope for you.
August 2-16. Ben Simmons played more games than Zion, and that's sad. Yes. That is sad.
Especially when Ben Simmons can't score for dick.
Zion, the perfect time for you to come is the play-in series.
I ain't doing
Come on. Man. Look, put some icy hot on your hamstring. Look, I'll come meet up with you and get you a horse liniment. I'm telling you it works. And we get the horse liniment. I'm going to get somebody to rub it on your leg, and I ain't rubbing it on your leg, bro. I don't care about you like that. So
everybody doing that. Everybody going to get one of the trainers.
Yeah, you keep that. Leg.
All right, now fuck that. No. Look, I'm going to hand it to the trainers, and I'm going to tell the trainers, put a glove on when you're putting it on. Put a glove on because it might break the skin out. Put that horse liniment on that hamstring and let Zion go. Zion will play for 82 games with that horse liniment. Give him the horse liniment. It's time to give Zion the horse.
2 games, right? It's 2 games. You fucking bite the bullet and you fucking play those 2 games to try to get your team deeper into the playoffs. If he's shit, I honestly think that they need to get rid of his ass. I don't care how much of a generational player he is. He has improved it. Yes, we know that he could be a generational player, but has he really proved it with how many games he's really played since his first year? You know what I'm saying? When do you take a loss as a loss and say, listen, if he ends up being nice with another team, then we take the loss?
That's it.
He has not helped. He has not really helped. The last 2 years, especially, you're going to get hurt at the end of the season.
Dude, he got hurt before. He been hurt more than he played this year.
And last year as well.
Listen, he
like
missed
time.
one game in 2023. We're in April with a hamstring injury. He didn't break nothing. He didn't tear his hamstring. Jesus. He acted like he tore his ACL. Jesus Christ.
And spaghetti.
Look, for my city's sake, I hope Zion find his balls in the next couple days and bring his big ass on the court. It's about that time. Man. Look, guess what, man? Breaking news, I found Nasty's in the woods.
Hey!
Look at the shoes. Let me zoom in on the shoes. Look at them fucking shoes. Boy, I got the grandpa sandals on.
It's a nasty sighting.
It's a nasty sighting. Look like he put it on a couple pounds. You pudgy bastard. That's all the time we get nasty on the show. Well, found him in the woods. All right, man. What a show.
It's not like he has a graphic or anything, just sitting there collecting dust.
That's good. Like blow the dust off that shit. We didn't have a nasty take a long time because nasty ass ain't been here. We usually go straight to shot. I was like, he used to have the nasty take. He used to talk about this stuff, had his graphic going on and all that stuff, and we haven't used that shit all 2023.
That's dope.
And thank you one time
to come with another take.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come up with.
we're gonna have to change.
We can X out. We can leave his name there. We're gonna red it out with an X. Put a red X in it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something with that. I'm gonna put some trees around it, saying "Nasty's in the fucking woods." So,
that is crazy.
Man, shout outs because I know y'all people got stuff to do. Y'all got stuff to do. It's been a great show. So man, we get the shout outs going.
All right, if we getting shout outs going, because I got a bit of things to go. But first let me go ahead and shout out my best friend for 25 plus years. Just celebrated a birthday on the 3rd. Malik, I know you watching, brother. Happy belated birthday to you. We already
Malik.
chopped it up on your birthday. Yeah, man. Hey, bro. In the 25 years I've known this dude, bro, this dude has never missed. Like, whatever moment I've had in my life, that dude has been there through thick, thin, good, bad, and different. Say, brother, I just want to say it on the air. Say, bro, I love you. I want to give you this. I want to shout you out for your birthday. Say, man, I can't wait till you get down here so we can chop it up, man. Tomorrow morning, I'll be participating in the Crescent City Classic, a 10K. I've never done a 10K before. I've done several 5Ks, but 10, is a new challenge. So I want to shout out those who are participating. My mother-in-law actually, was the first to sign up for it. So I decided to say I was going to support her as well as do it. So I'm looking forward to that. If I can run, I'll run. If I know we're going to finish. I know we're going to start it and we're going to finish it.
Man, walk that shit. You know how long 10K is? You better walk that shit.
I know it. I know exactly what it is, man. But I'm ready. Like, I'm there. Like, mentally, I'm there physically. Like, I'm there. Like, people put, They sponsor me for that, so I'm in that. While we introduce the show, and I also want to kind of put a shine on some women, especially women of color. My brother shared this post on Facebook regarding the women that had to go through so much, but they are champions. I mean, they are real life champions in their sport. He shared a picture of Simone Biles, Venus Williams, Sha'Carri Richardson, um, Naomi Osaka, and Angel Reese. Like these women, being a man of color, it's imperative that we protect our women of color and give them their flowers while they can appreciate them. These women has gone through so much, but yet folks, because I don't want to just stigmatize and just generalize, a set of group of people. So different folks out there find some reason to be upset at what they do, but yet they rise to the occasion. They're champions in their own right. They up there, they put in the work. They go on and do things that not only other women won't do, but other men won't do to, that garnish that attention that they get because they are champions. My wife personally, like keeping me grounded, making sure that, hey man, why aren't you getting ready for your show? Why don't you have your stuff? Why don't you have your research ready for your show? Like, I know that you're greater than what you're putting out. Do better. Always pushing me to go, beyond. Like I always think I hit the ceiling, but she's like, you can break through that. And I'm thanking my wife for staying by me, encouraging me to keep on going, for pushing through, this ceiling that I put on myself. So and again, as I always do, the commission as a whole, thank you, commission, for allowing me to come up in here and, participate with you all with your takes and talking sports, life, regular life. Honestly, it gets it off the chest and sharpens, tools and skills that I never thought I would have. It takes a particular type of talent to say, you know what, let me get in front of a camera, get on air, and and voice content, because it's going to be a number of subjects that we touch on. So, and thank you all for that. And that's going to wrap up my shout out for tonight.
And shout out to the for always being late but show up. Shout out to Power
Thank
Ghost
you, Anthony.
TV. Jay,
thank you, boy.
I'm a shout out. You know me. I shout out Lala like always. She's like the princess of the podcast. So Lala's Empire on all platforms. She's been putting out some fire lately. Buy her merch, buy our merch. I thank you, brothers, because like I said, and like Izzy said many times before, this is a form of therapy. You know what I'm saying? That you can sit here, chop it up, have agreements, have disagreements, and at the end of the day, it's fam. You know what I'm saying? We can have disagreements and not be pissed off and not let it engulf your life. I want to mention in 22 more days, I'm doing I'm raising that money for childhood cancer, and I'll be looking like Mr. Clean in 22 more days, baby. I can't wait because there's hair on my face. I don't know how Izzy does it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to do it a little. I like to, grow it a little. But this is ridiculous. Like, I could dread this shit if I wanted to and have dreads on my face. That's how long it is. To thank Anthony, always he's like, gotta say, he's our number one supporter. He's the one that always comes in. He got facts. He asks the right questions, and with if we can get more people like that on the show to challenge us and challenge our opinions and and make us do our homework. It'd be perfect. And like Mo says all the time, we just gonna keep getting bigger and stronger and better. It'd be nice if Nasty came back, because that's another different way of seeing things, and it would bring a different dynamic to the show. I would see. It's funny to me. I'll post something in the chat, and he's the first person to read it. But we can't get his ass to come on the show. He can't be in the woods that deep. You know what I'm saying? Climb a tree, motherfucker. Hold your phone up in the air for better reception. Do something. Join us, definitely. And I kind of miss Iz, because I like kind of getting him mad. So I know I gotta wait until I see that he comments to actually, say something to fuck with him. But not definitely. I enjoy my Friday evenings where other people are looking to go out to dinner and do stuff like that. I'm looking forward to chopping it up and talking shit about people.
Jay, you getting ready for Christmas? When you ready?
Thank you, Anthony, bro. Why?
Anthony, I
can't.
Anthony, because I run a nonprofit organization, I do have a Santa suit. I do have an Easter Bunny costume.
You should be Santa. You could pull off the Santa look.
Nah, because I'm not growing. Santa would pull his shit like down the ear. I'm trying to get this shit off of my face as soon as possible. Like, my mom called me the other day, and she was like, "You're not getting a haircut?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm raising money for childhood cancer." And she was like, "Damn, I haven't seen you in months." And I was like, "Yeah, I know." She was trying to get me in her chair. And I was like, "Nah, not until the 20th. I'm going to go raise that money." And as a matter of fact, because I know a lot of people don't have it like that. So I only asked for $250 this year. And I already got 240 of it. So I can't not, I at least made my quota or what I asked for. If I knew more people that were rich or better off, I would ask for crazier amounts of money, because the girl that used to run my team, she used to get $1,500, $1,700 like nothing. But she knew a lot more people like that. She was a lot more sociable than me. So I just, my friends hit me with 5 here, 10 there, 20 there. And I was lucky enough to at least, I got it to 240, and I got 27 more days or 22 more days to get $10. So, I'm appreciative of that. And I'm appreciative of everybody that supports me, like you guys supported me adopting a kid. And I plan on doing more stuff, because I like to give back. It makes me feel good inside to see people happy because they didn't have it, but now they do. I guess that's my shout outs.
All right, man. Y'all had some great shout outs, man. I got some work to do. But man, shout out to you, and I thank y'all for coming on the show. Y'all always make me get better. And like I said, we always gonna get bigger and better. And man, like I said, I always thank Anthony. Anthony always got some stuff to say, and I love it. Man, thanks Pops for watching it, man. A couple of weeks. But thank you for watching, Pops. Is of course, man, the Zan man, even though he was gonna pass on some weed to people. Lala even joined us.
He came on the show to sell.
Why you gonna be late? We had the weed in the comments, baby. Look how we going. Man, on a serious note, man, I'd rather thank my wife, man. I had a moment last night, man, where I was like down and shit, and she really helped me. Like, what I'm doing the podcast is right. You your brain, as she said, to keep making everything better. Like we all have moments, man, and like I said, I have that. And that motivates me to get up. And like I said, if a lot of y'all see me now, man, she even motivated me to get back into the gym. I go to the gym every day. That's all I thought. I'd be late for the show today. I go to the gym every day. You know, when she found out I had high blood pressure, she motivated me to get in the gym. And now I can't stay out of the gym. So, man, I thank you. Man, if you know life, man, I couldn't choose a better partner. She really, like I said, she really uplifted me last night. I just had to just thanking I said I'm doing this right and everything. And she made sure I was good, man. You know, we all have moments. Just that she know how much I want the podcast to be successful. And man, she was there for me. HR. And that's why she's HR. Had to go talk to HR last night and she got me straight. Oh man. Support Jay's nonprofit, man. You know, you give me the info, I'll put it up. Man, definitely he does great things for his community. Eric, you too. Man, shout out to Malik, you too, because hey, his comment on the show still had me laughing about me talking about Jey Uso and the whole Roman is his cousin thing. That was a funny both for watching the show and happy birthday. Hope you enjoyed yourself. La. Thank you for being a part of the show. You man, buy her merch. Her merch is fire. Buy her merch. Man, thank you for being a part of the show. And we gonna just keep growing. And like always, I thank my moms and my pops. They are my biggest supporters. They watch my show every time. My mom don't comment. She don't like to comment. But she watches the show faithfully. Sure. And
I forgot a happy Easter to those who celebrate.
Yes. The Easter holiday.
Yeah, and like I say, she watches the show and she love y'all. She love y'all. She said y'all make her laugh.
Damn, you be cursing up a storm and your mom's be watching. She be like, that dude from New York is no good.
Nah, because she know her got a mouth on her. So she okay with cursing. She said she love each other's skin because it should be really funny. Yeah, man. Like I hope everybody enjoy the Easter holiday, man. No violence. Hope no violence come. I hope everybody go to Easter egg hunts and all that other stuff. Hope people enjoy themselves for Easter. Leave bullshit at home. And we'll be back with the wrestling show. I guarantee you it'll be drama on Thursdays. Always drama on Thursdays. Never on Fridays. It'll be peaceful on Fridays. I told you, I think they're scared of Jake. I don't know what it is.
Well, why? I'm a nice guy.
I think the last drama we had on Fridays when Brick came on here and that guy from Germany talking about giving his head, smoking a cigarette and drink.
Oh my God.
That's the last drama we had on Fridays. I should keep it drama-free Fridays.
Izzy's #1 fan is gonna come visit one of these days.
Brick is where is he? But hey, Brick come back for Izzy, I guess. But we'll be back Thursday with the wrestling show. We'll be back, of course, with the sports show. We ain't going nowhere. Young, you got Doc Eric and the diabolical hater of all haters, Jay. We'll see y'all later. Peace. And Zion, bring your ass back to the damn court.
I'm still waiting.
This is my job. I can work here.
We don't speak both. Sha-la-la.
see me keep looking over my shoulder. I gotta watch my back. Oh, she egged me. What the Oh, shit all over my rip off with the jersey. Go get that towel. Y'all didn't know. Y'all.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, Gentleman, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on two, not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
And we're talking echelon. It's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's
Yankees
first. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Oh, wait a minute. The Nets banned their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
That's exactly what this is.
That's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.